Hey guys, today's video, it's not going to be about fishing or hunting. Today's an important message uh, about conservation. So, a lot of young anglers, myself included, I've been fishing for a while, but it happens to me. Don't be ashamed. You'll cast out, you'll get stuck in a tree. You try to get it back, you're not getting it back. So, what a lot of guys do is they cut the line, which is the wrong answer. What you need to do is you need to put the pole down, grab your line, and pull it. A few things might happen when you do that. One, the stick might break, you might get your lure back. Two, the line will snap closer to the lure, which is good because then you're getting some of your line back, which is awesome because line's expensive. Or the knot might come untied. I mean, sometimes you don't tie the knot very well, it comes untied. So, and there's no line left over. And the reason I'm saying this is because on a fishing trip here recently, on Charles' birthday, we went to the Crappie Condos, and we were about to go fishing when we heard something splashing. We look over and we see a duck, a young duck, is tangled up in about 20 yards of, I don't know, 15 to 20 pound mono, which is a death sentence to a duck like that. A lot of people will view this video and see the bad side of angling. That fishermen will leave their lines out and their hooks out, and it's affecting our wildlife. And that, to some extent, is true. A lot of it, fishermen do that, but it's not all fishermen do. And if you look at this video the way I do, you see the passion that a lot of outdoorsmen, such as Marshall, Charles, and myself have. How we tried extremely hard to save this duck. In the end, we failed, but we tried very hard. I was waist deep in water that we've seen alligators in all the time, with a duck splashing around, while I'm chasing it, trying to save it. And if you know anything about alligators, when they hear something like a duck thrashing around, they're gonna come. They're gonna try to get it. And it was pitch black at night. Then once I get it, I grab him, I give him to Marshall, who's up on the platform, and Marshall immediately goes to work trying to get this knot off of it, all this line off of it. And we, for some reason, didn't have a knife on us. We left it in the vehicles, as you see in the video. And I run and go get the knife, and you see Marshall just trying to save this duck. And then when we get the line off of it and we realize that he's not springing back to life, you see Marshall trying to resuscitate the duck, which a lot of people wouldn't have gone that far to do. So if you view the video like I do, you see the passion that a lot of outdoorsmen have. Most outdoorsmen do. It takes a great amount of passion to go out and try to be part of the ecosystem and the food chain and live off the land in a way that most today's society doesn't do. A lot of people go to the store and get their meat. They don't ever see where it comes from, how it comes from. They don't want any part of it. But outdoorsmen such as myself and Marshall and Charles, we go out there and we go and become part of the food chain. We're out there hunting the deer and the hog and the turkey and the duck, and we're fishing for the catfish, and every little bit we can do. But we're also out there with the coyotes, the alligators, hogs, bears. We're willing to go out there and be part of the environment because we just have so much respect for this planet, this world that we live in, and Mother Nature. So you can take this video in a context I'm not posting it for and say fishing is bad because some anglers are bad, but there's always going to be bad people in any group that you hang out with. There's always going to be that one fisherman who doesn't care what happens to the fish. There's always going to be that one boss who doesn't care about his employees. There's always going to be that one teacher that's given up and doesn't care about his students. There's always going to be that one person that just doesn't care, and it gives everyone a bad name. So keep that in mind while you're viewing what happens. And remember that for every one outdoorsman that does not care, there's 100 outdoorsmen that live to be out there and part of it. And in my opinion, outdoorsmen are some of the most passionate people in the world. I know for one, I, without a shadow of a doubt, want the outdoors that I grew up with to still be around for my kids to grow up with, and Marshall's kids to grow up with, and your kids to grow up with. So just 5 minutes a day of, I'll stop and pick that trash up. It's gonna help a lot. You getting it? Bubba, you ain't got no line cutters on you? Okay, that was trippy. It's trippy can be.
Let's just shove them harder, dude. Average guys get extremely close because I think they're just nails in it.
Well, let's do something. You ain't got much time.
They choked right now. Chill out, buddy.
liked one of my videos, or you learned something from my videos, or I just made you laugh in general, go ahead and like, comment, or subscribe. I enjoy it all. Tell me what kind of videos you'd like to see, and I'll work my best to get them out for you guys. Any certain style of fishing or any tips that you might want to know about, go ahead and ask me. I'll always reply. So I hope you learned something from the message I'm putting out today. And remember, always get up and fish.